Shabbat Shalom, beautiful Pnei Or friends and everyone else who may be watching. This is our pre-recorded Torah service as we last week concluded the book of Shemot and this week enter the Sefer VaYikra. Yesterday was also Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and it is said of Rosh Chodesh Nisan that it was on Rosh Chodesh Nisan that the Mishkan went online, and that the sacred service of the Kohanim and Leviim began, that Aaron HaKohen began the sacred office of the Kohen Gadol, and that the offerings began to flow into the Mishkan. The month of Nisan is also associated with the words Nes, miracle, and Nisayon, test. We enter the Shabbos at a difficult time. We're heading towards Pesach at a time of pestilence, a time of plague, praying for the miraculous order and realizing that we are also being tested in our ability to care and love and take care of one another. And so, beautiful friends, we enter Sefer VaYikra, bringing the offerings of our heart to the Mishkan of our collective heart. Please join us with this Torah service.
Yerushalayim, ki b'tzion tetzeh orah, Dvar Adonai Yerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo, Yisrael Yerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo, Israel
This morning we will read once again from this most exquisite Sefer Torah, a Sefer Torah which Jack's father rescued from Nazi-occupied Paris in very late 1941. It is a 300-year-old Sephardi scroll with exquisite calligraphy and tagim, decorative filigree. Reading from it today from Sefer VaYikra is a powerful experience for us to share with you. An aliyah for bringing korbanot, an aliyah for bringing the offerings of our hearts in the hopes of drawing closer to the presence of Shekhinah, drawing closer to the presence of God in our world, and drawing that presence of the divine more deeply through us into our lives and our world.
ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן. הכל אהבו גודל אלוהינו ותנו כבוד לתורה, יעמדו לתורה.
Everyone rise to come to Torah.
ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו, ואתם הדבקים באדוני אלוהיכם חיים כולכם היום. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה, אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה, אדוני נותן התורה. ויקרא אל משה, וידבר אדוני אליו מאוהל מועד לאמור. דבר אל כל ישראל, ואמרת עליהם. Now Adonai calls to Moshe, speaking to him from inside the tent of gathering witness, saying, now tell all children Yisrael the following. Here is the Torah of responsibility. It will come to happen, Ve'im kol adat Yisrael, yishgu v'ne'elam davar me'nei ha'kahal, ve'asu achat mikol mitzvot Adonai, asher lo te'asena ve'ashehu. The leadership, the government, the governing bodies of Yisrael, the chief witnesses, will go off the track and do wrong from any of the directives of Adonai, those which should not be done, and do something wrong, unwittingly, not knowing that they are doing this. And then, v'noda hachatat, and then it becomes public knowledge, it becomes known the mistake that has been made. In which case, the whole congregation is gathered together, and a transmutation of the karma is effected by the Kohen, who holds open the interface, v'chiper alehem, ha-Kohen v'nislach lahem. And now, if the single leader will make a mistake and go off of the track, asher nasieh cheta v'asher ve'asa achat mekol mitzvot Adonai Elohav asher lo te'asena bishgaga ve'ashem o hoda elav chatato asher chata bo. It will happen that the specific main leader will do the same thing, will make a mistake, will go off the track and break the mitzvot of Adonai in a way that is not to be done, and the matter will become known. The leader will come in public to the Kohen, and transmutation will be done by the Kohen in front of the whole kahal, v'chiper alav hakohen, v'nislach lo, v'nefesh, or a single person will make the same mistake to go off the track and break any of the directives of Adonai without knowing it, unwittingly. ואם נפש אחת תחתה בשגגה מעם הארץ בעשותה אחת ממצוות אדוני אשר לא תעשנה ואשם. The individual will come to the Kohen for transmutation of the mistake, will recognize that the mistake has been made, and then make an offering so that the Kohen may call the karma erased, v'chiker alav hakohen, v'nislach lo, v'nefesh. And should one person hear bad language that is said, the wrong things, the wrong information that is given into public, and should this person fail to speak out, then There is culpability. They have taken negative karma upon themselves, and they are responsible for that bad speech. V'nefesh ki techeta b'shama kol ala v'hu eid o ra'a o yada im lo yagid v'nasa avono. Or an individual soul who knows about anything negative that has been happening, any toxicity that has been brought into the society of any kind whatsoever, and fails to speak out against the toxicity, this soul will take upon itself responsibility for that toxic action. O nefesh asher tiga b'chol davar tameh, o b'nivlat chaya tameya, o b'nivlat behema tameya, o b'nivlat sheretz tameh, v'nelam mimene v'hu tameh ve'ashem. The only way to clear this all up is to take responsibility and to go back and speak out and work to remove the toxicity in the society. And the only way to clean up the karma is to come to the Kohen with an offering and a recognition of responsibility. V'chiper alav haKohen mechatato asher chata v'nislach lo.
Join together.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
May the Holy One of Blessing, who has blessed all of our people, bless us to take the responsibility that needs to be taken to clear the toxicity from our hearts, from our land, from our world. To be accountable. In all the ways that we must. To step forward in all the ways that we must. And to be safe and well. As we likewise at this time invite prayers for healing, that we might be safe and well, that the toxicity may be cleared from our hearts, from our land, and from our world. If you are watching at this time and wish to reach your hands towards the Torah to offer prayers for healing, as we call out the ancient words that Moshe Rabbeinu called out when Miriam, his sister, was stricken, and he prayed, Ana, Elna, Rafana, La, please God, please heal. We send healing prayers to everyone who is watching, everyone who is viewing this Torah service, and all whom we hold in our hearts, everyone in our city, in our village, in our town, everyone in our cities, in our land, in our world. Refuah Shlema, as we call out, Ana, Elna, Rafana, La, please God, please heal. Ana, Elna, Rafana, La, refuat nefesh, refuat haguf, the healing of spirit and the healing of body for ourselves and for all of those whom we hold in our hearts. We stay present as the scroll is raised.
Vezot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Livnei Yisrael Al Pi Adonai B'yad Moshe. Eitz Chaim L'machazik Bo V'tom Merushan L'racheha V'chol netivoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai Erecha v'nashuvah Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu
We hold in our hearts a vision of the way the world can and must be. A world of justice, peace, a world of health and wellness, both physical and spiritual. A world of compassion. Add your prayers. A world filled with creativity and imagination, with joy and abundance, universal health care.
Really? ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
We offer a Kaddish Yatom, a mourner's Kaddish at this time. Yitgadal, Yitgadash Shemei Rabbo,
Amen.
V'yoma Divrach Yirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei Dechol, Beit Yisrael, V'agala, V'zman Kariv, V'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehei Shmei Rabban, V'vorak Le'alem, V'le'alem. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudeshah B'richu.
Eila min kol
Birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma b'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael b'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel b'imru amen. May there be a soul ascent for everyone for whom a Kaddish Yatom, for everyone for whom a mourner's Kaddish is offered at this time. Our Torah service concludes.
Enke Eloheinu, Enke Adonenu, Enke Malkeinu, Enke Moshienu, Enke Eloheinu, Enke Adonenu, Enke Rayenu, Moshienu, Micha Eloheinu, Micha Adonenu, Micha Rayenu, Micha Moshienu, Micha Eloheinu, Micha Adonenu, Micha Rayenu, Micha Moshienu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Mayenu, Nodel Moshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Mayenu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Moshiach, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Moshiach, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom.
May you stay safe, healthy, and well.